Alright, we're back. And some shit has gone down. So let's see. I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, this school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We don't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyway, mongrel. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, one more thing. You might want to talk to one in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean that antisocial cockatiel dandy everybody hates? Yup, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's all for the talking mongrel. Adieu. He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadful, obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this one guy will be able to help us. The maintenance office. In other words, the repairman shop. I doubt we will find anything useful here. You just said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Geez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family. My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance office room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? Excuse us? What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. How should I do his voice? I don't know. A dove. And one more. Mr. One, hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryota, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa! Somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help. Sakazari Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Sorry, he transferred from overseas, and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. Ooh. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of Tosaka Hiyoko and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes. I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then? Nope. Useless wrench! Sakuya, calm down! Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait! Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside.
Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning.
Even the telephone wires? This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they'd need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase, then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawara.
Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you.
Bright and massive? What?
If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in the school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there.
Of course. The headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be in there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that.
If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll give you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything.
Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to... let's try... the wall? Let's go to the wall. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's go get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed.
Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate.
Maybe it's some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. What the fuck is that?
It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it will not be practical.
Maybe there's an emergency exit or something?
We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all.
Right. Let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there's any doors or anything.
Indeed. It appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it is ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here.
I think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at?
Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards.
He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any sort of... wrong bird.
I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand?
Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere.
It does... yeah. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later.
I don't like to think about it, but... if there really is such a terrible disaster out there, that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway.
Indeed. Let us move on.
We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Hyoko, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with Hyoko now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining the pieces of Hyoko up on one of the lab benches.
Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara?
I'm not glowering at you.
Do you disapprove of my handling her?
He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious.
Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamin? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I'm finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait? Very well. We shall not interfere. Come, Kawara.
Right.
Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment, please.
Yes?
Allow me to give you a hint.
A hint?
You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer. The answer yourself, if you keep looking. Ho ho ho, isn't it beautiful, Miss Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you? I take it does not suit your tastes. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity.
He?
Well then, you can handle the outside investigation, and I, the internal. Ho ho ho. Good luck, Mr. Kawara.
Right. Thanks, Doctor. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray? Better not to worry about it for the time being. What are you talking with Kawara about, Doctor? Or, voices.
Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement.
I see. That's good then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. I suppose we've finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor is working in the lab. The gray dome covers the entire school, but for one small hatch. And we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say...
Indeed. He suggested we visit the headmaster's office.
Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir!
Are you within? We demand entry.
Rude, even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who he actually respects.
No reply. Let's go in.
Wait, Sakuya, that's... It's locked?
Bah! Where is that old geezer?
Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away.
Indeed. He never was the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up.
Should we wait out around?
We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters.
It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down.
Humph. You speak the truth.
Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. Yeah, we can head back to the... Huh? What is it, Kawara? I thought I heard something. I heard nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things. Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again, behind... What? Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Second class. What in... The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungangling, metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out! Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run! I am well aware. Pant. Did we lose it? I think so. Lucky it moves so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this. I know not who is behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. Oh, welcome back, Kawara Shogane. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So, I think something happened. The headmaster, he must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kara. You become incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah. Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us, and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are there other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in there, we should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens, indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all this is.
A Scarecrow Man, you say?
Doctor!
Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Ho ho ho.
Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor?
Yes, for now.
I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki.
You two may well have a right to know what I found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Tosaka. Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm.
I know.
Ho ho. Anyway, we lack the tools for proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick.
She was dismembered after death, then, Doctor?
It would appear so. There is little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up sometime after death.
Hyoko was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning, someone poisoned her. Why?
For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason, disgusting either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Tosaka died yesterday, after school.
In the evening, then?
Precisely. And she was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along.
Kawara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me.
I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close.
You're going out again? Going out again? Be careful. Sounds like wandering around school could be dangerous. Don't worry. We can outrun the scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended, so I only know what Ryoto has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but...
I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly.
So neither Mr. Nanaki nor the Dr. Iwamin saw Hyoko yesterday afternoon. Oh, right! Could we ask you a favor, Mr. Nanaki?
A favor?
The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. Is there a spare key to his door? Could we use it?
Spare key?
Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you. Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon.
Be careful out there.
You too, sir. Kawara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. Wait, what?
We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then.
Right, we should ask everybody where they were yesterday. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him.
Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest.
You know nothing of what that means. The head of the Bell family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamin.
He makes medicine?
Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world?
I didn't know. I thought he was some kind of mad scientist cooking up nothing but death and all around woe.
You have become biased by the foolish rumors of the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the Labelle family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect.
So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go.
Very well.
Go to...
I guess we should go and warn everybody.
Be like, hey, there's a scary scarecrow.
The students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. Showed up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually.
San, where are you? Coo! Okasan is right here, alive and well so far. Coo! Coo! Where did you go? Where did you and Sakuya go? Leaving Okasan behind and going outside is not fair. You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you. Coo! Come at me, whippersnapper. That's not what You usually practice on the ground after school, right? Coo! Coo! Of course! It is Okasan's duty as captain. Did you see Hayoko while you were out there yesterday? Coo! No! Okasan did not see her then, or as he was going home.
Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her even if she had been there while he was running?
Good point. Coo! Coo! Do not look down on Okasan's visual memory. Coo! If you had asked Okasan about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say. What? Wait! Son! What did you just... Coo! Coo! Do not look down on Okasan's visual memory. After that, imbecile. Coo! If you had asked Okasan about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have something to say. Coo! Coo! Okasan saw the interloper going into the infirmary. The infirmary? The infirmary? Could that have been Hyoko? She wouldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. She was a bit hyper, but I don't think she'd still be walking around like at that point. Coo! It was not Hyoko. It was a bird unknown to Okasan. So, someone covered in blood was going to the infirmary after school? Whoever he is, he's our prime suspect now. Thanks for telling us, son.
At least we found something, even if it raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah.
Some bird whose son doesn't know. Could it have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards.
Mr. One?
You two again. Come in. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office as you requested. It was locked, however.
Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from...
Was that thing a muddy scarecrow-like man, perhaps? Oh, that's you.
Was that thing a muddy scarecrow-like man, perhaps? Yuya!
So, you've seen it too?
Just now, yeah, on the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind at the other end of the corridor and didn't stick around to let it see me. So alas, I was not blessed with the look at its pretty face.
Coward.
Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it too. Anyway, it sounds like it's wandering around the building. Maybe it would be better for you to leave, Mr. One.
Don't worry for me, young one. My duties prevent me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two either.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Already stuck in the rut of an unadaptable middle age. Don't come crying to us if you get hurt. I've come within touching distance of death in the past. I will be fine.
I wonder what kind of death comes that close to a maintenance worker. Then again, knowing the school, there could be a lot of evil going on behind the scenes.
Well then, what are you standing around for? I believe orders are given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow.
Same goes for you. Why aren't you headed over there? I can't just sit around.
Indeed, same here. Hence, walking around the school. On that note, I'd better go to the lab. Professor Nanaki wanted me there.
What for?
Something you asked him to do.
Oh.
He wants you to help him keep an eye on Dr. Iwamin.
Most likely, yes. The doctor and Hyoko, that is.
Anyway, you two go on with your investigation. I'll be watching over her, so don't worry.
Right. Wait. Yeah? According to the autopsy, Chisaka died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time? Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say? Just that he'd be in the infirmary all day. I was there too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. I told you not to doubt him without evidence, Kawara. Right. At this point, the prime suspect is the Scarecrow anyway. That's everything? Well, adieu. We should head out too, but first let's write down what we found. Alright, let's go. And so we walked about the school searching for clues of Hiyoko and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the Scarecrow, but we didn't find any information either. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let's return to the lab. Okay. Huh? What is it? Did you say something just now? I did not. Could it be that confounded Scarecrow again? No, it's not him. I thought I heard some birdie say something. Bah, don't scare me like that. Though, we've been walking around half the day. It's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you. This is the library. What if there's somebody in here? They might not have heard the alarm. Let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency throughout the rest of the school, the library is the same as always, empty. It is a little gloomier than usual. I guess there's no one here. Pull yourself together, Kawara. I have no use for subordinates who lose hold of their sanity. Since when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Something bad happened. I should have known what would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, none of it would have happened at all. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? I can't hear. What are you saying? You're fading away. It's too far. Miss Tosaka! Mr. Nanaki! Oh, I should end this episode here. So next time we will find out what's happening. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. So, yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.